तरह ख्वाबों को भी जगह ना मिले। ये मौसम की बारिश, ये बारिश का पानी, ये पानी की बूंदे तुझे ही तो ढूंढे। ये मिलने की ख्वाहिश, ये ख्वाहिश पुरानी हो पूरी तुझी से मेरी ये कहानी। कभी तुझे मैं उतरूं, जो सांसों से गुजरूं तो आए दिल को राहत। मैं हूँ बेठिकाना, पना मुझे को पाना है तुझ में, दे इजाजत। ना कोई दरमियां हम दोनों है यहाँ, फिर क्यों है तू बता फासले। ये मौसम की बारिश, ये बारिश का पानी, ये पानी की बूंदे तुझे ही तो ढूंढे। ये मिलने की ख्वाहिश, ये ख्वाहिश पुरानी हो पूरी तुझी से मेरी ये कहानी। हवाओं से तेरा पता पूछता हूँ, अब तो आजा तू कहीं से। परिंदों की तरह ये दिल है सफर में, तू मिला दे जिंदगी से। बस इतनी इल्तिजा तू आके एक दफा, जो दिल ने ना कहा जान ले।
So we're going to get started with the introductions. First off, I'd like to introduce the brothers of the bride and groom. Please put your hands together for Gobi and Atul.
The way the time cold, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh oh. Like I said, the girl them broke out on the floor. From you don't wanna work as performer. From you don't wanna man where can't turn you on. Girl, make I see you when them upon ya. Can't stand for the long, nah eat no yam, no steamed fish, nah no green banana.
Once again, Gobi and Atul. All right, ladies and gentlemen, next up, we've got the parents of the bride. Please put your hands together for Girija and Sridhara Dasu.
क्या ख्याल है आपका,
तुम तो मचल गए हो,
यूं ही फिसल गए आ।
हाल कैसा है जनाब का,
क्या ख्याल है आपका,
तुम तो मचल गए हो।
All right, ladies and gentlemen, next up, we've got the parents of the groom. Please put your hands together for Sham and Silochana Bhatia.
पापा कहते हैं बड़ा नाम करेगा,
बैठे हैं मिलके सब यार अपने सबके दिलों में अरमा ये है वो जिंदगी में कल क्या बनेगा हर एक नजर का सपना ये है कोई इंजीनियर का काम करेगा बिजनेस में कोई अपना नाम करेगा मगर ये तो कोई न जाने
All right, let's give it up for the parents of the groom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time I'd like to invite each and every one of you to join me in welcoming for the first time as husband and wife. Please put your hands together for Anjana and Atul Bhatia.
Just say I do. Tell me right now, baby. Tell me right now, baby. Baby, just say I do. Tell me right now, baby. Tell me right now, baby. Baby, oh, it's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I wanna marry you.
The time I was born, Anju was already there. And it'll be difficult to know what it's like when she's not in the next room anymore. In the most important and most difficult times, Anju was there for me and for the family. And she will be there for you as well, like that, Atul. As far as I can tell from family videos, when I was born, Anju changed a lot. She became more responsible and independent because of me. She cares a lot about her family, both our parents and me, and also our grandparents and cousins and uncles and aunts. And she has a very unique way of expressing that love that is more subtle and nuanced than most. But she has her priorities in life in order and takes care of the important people in her life. She's also very cultural. She knows about dance, a lot about dance, and clothing, a lot about clothing, and books, and she is currently learning a lot about cooking. She is also a very clear thinker. When we were young, Anju and I went to school together for 2 years at the same school. And I remember being very proud of having an older sister who was in 8th grade when I was in 2nd grade. I used to be very nervous in the morning. I used to stand next to this tree. But when Anju joined our school, I think that standing next to that tree reduced. That was my nervous tree, and that reduced because I had a family member at school with me. I remember her helping me buy clothes in high school and college, at Gap and Express. But overall, day-to-day life was so busy that my greatest memories of Anju are from our trips, spending time together, family trips and special occasions. We made several trips to India and London and Geneva and Atlanta and Singapore, where we would play Cat's Cradle and car games in 1999, 2000, 2002, 2003, 2006, 2009, 2011, 2014, 2015, and 2017. And you all know what we went to India for in 2017. By this last trip, even I was mature enough to appreciate the 5 hours of women's clothes shopping. Your lehengas and saris are all very nice. And I'm sure Atul is already becoming an expert in all the dance saris and gagras and lehengas and Kanchipuram saris and Madhuparkam saris. When we were children, we knew that we thought there are an infinite number of days that we can spend together, trips to go on, family occasions to come. But as we reflect, we come to realize how finite our time is together. As the tree beneath you grows, we turn from leaf nodes into root nodes, and root nodes sit further apart. But I still hope I can keep seeing you and Atul into my old age and see how your family is different from the family that our parents created, Anju, and the family that their parents created. If you and Atul have a daughter, I can see that dynamic. Anju, if you and Atul have a daughter, Anju, I've seen that show starring you and Amma for the last 24 years. But Anju, if you and Atul have a son, on the other hand, there is nothing that I am more curious about than the dynamic between you and your son. And that will be a great pleasure for all of us to watch and see how you become more like Amma. That will be an absolute pleasure to watch. And with that, we are all very eager and excited to see the new tree that you, Anjana, and Atul Bhatia will start. A toast to Anjana and Atul. And now we'll have a toast by the groom's brother, Atul Bhatia.
Thank you all for coming out. I can't tell you how much it means to me. I love these type of events with my family. I love these big groups. Love the shoe event today. Was very caught off guard by that, but props to you guys. That wasn't a joke, but anyways, like I said, I love these events. I love it when all the family comes around. And especially if any of you have met my mom and dad, you know how amazing they are to be around, My mom, anyone that's ever met her, would describe her as an angel. Anyone that talks to me says, look how happy that kid is. Look how happy he is. And the reason is because of my mom. And I mean, if you got a text every day saying, good morning, be your best self today, good luck with everything, you'd be happy too, I guarantee it. And I just, you don't get a lot of opportunities to give these speeches, and I know it's supposed to be about Atul and Anjana, but I have to talk about her, and I wanted, it's my only brother's wedding, so. And then there's my dad. My dad is the strongest, most righteous man I know, and I've been lucky to have him as a role model my entire life, and, I have never seen my dad show any kind of stress, fear. Regardless of what's happening in the family, he always has this calm look, besides when it's about our grades. However, there was this one time where I saw my dad scared out of his life. My parents were picking me up from the airport once, and me and my dad, we generally get into these funny arguments all the time, and sometimes they get kind of heated. So my parents always come out of the car, they greet me. As soon as they get out of the car, me and my dad start arguing. And we're arguing and we're arguing. We get into the car, we're still arguing. We're driving. I notice my mom's really quiet in the back seat. I wonder, that's weird. She usually says, tell us to calm down or something. All of a sudden, we get a phone call to the car. We pick it up. Who is it? My mom. Sham, you forgot me at the airport. In the 5 minutes it took to get back to the airport, I have never seen my dad more scared in his life. And we pick her up, and we're just dead silent. I can't help but start laughing, and my dad is telling me to shut up. This is not funny. But I had to tell that story. It was too good of an opportunity. I had to tell it. But, I just wanted to give them a shout out. They did so much for this wedding. They've been there for us in our entire lives. Thank you. Anjana, Bobby. I can't tell you how excited I am to have a sister in the family. Anyways, someone to help me defend against this guy. Stop him when he's getting too argumentative, calling me out constantly. But I feel as, the youngest Bhatia, one of the youngest Bhatias, the most beloved Bhatia, I should give you some pointers and tips about what you're getting yourself into. You're joining a very loud family. You're joining a very emotional family. But you're joining a very loving family. These people will get in your face. They will give you thuppers. Even the ones that aren't your dad. But they will love you like crazy, and they will treat you like your own no matter what. Whether you're in Canada, LA, Chicago, New York, you call them, they will take care of you like they're on your blood. And I can't tell you how grateful I am for that. So thank you guys. Anjana, Atul's a difficult person. So get to know these people, understand how we've dealt with him. Okay? This is 32 years of experience here, rolled into 200 million cousins, I don't know. But I can't tell you how excited I am. You are amazing, you're talented, you're smart. You make Atul funnier. You help him dress up. Look how good he looks today. Let's give him a round of applause. I thought I could just do a lot of jokes about Atul, about how chubby he was back earlier in the days, how he used to do these weird dances and these weird phone calls to us in the middle of the day and go, hello, hello. But it's his only wedding. So, Atul, you better remember this for the rest of your life, because I'm about to blow your mind. Atul, you are the most annoying person I know. You constantly harass me. You constantly challenge me on things. Sometimes you just won't let me be me. But I can't tell you how grateful I am to have you. People dream of having a male role model, a male mentor in their lives, and I got lucky enough to have one across the hall from me. And although you are the most annoying person I know, you are also my closest confidant. You are the person I go to for everything. And, a lot of people compare me to Atul, and, I usually go, ew, when that happens. But in the back of my mind, I know maybe I'm doing something right if they're comparing me to him. And so, let's raise a glass to Atul and Anjana. I wish you all the happiness in the world, and I'm so happy to be here with you, and to Atul and Anjana. Hi, hi. Next up, we have Anjana's paternal grandfather giving a speech. Let's give him a warm round of applause and welcome to the stage. Mr. Dasu, please come to the stage.
Hello friends, this is the happiest occasion, and especially this month. Anjana and Atul Bhatia, they got married, and recently 2 or 3 weeks back, I attended another granddaughter's marriage, Siri and Shyam Patel. I would like to see them. So, only last month in Atlanta, we attended that marriage. That was a Gujarati wedding, and we enjoyed dhokla, and also we enjoyed this playing dandiya and dancing in garba. So that was last month. This month, bhatiyas, dal makhani, and bhangra, everything. So much fun. In bhatiyas house, Lori, for the first time I danced with my wife around the fire. Around the fireplace, I had to dance. I was forced to dance by the drummer. So the drummer called me and he forced us to dance. And my daughter commented, are you dancing or wrestling? Because I was holding like that and she was also holding like that, like this. And so she was saying, are you wrestling or dancing? We don't know. So that's how there was a fun in Bhatia's house. Another interesting story to come is my another granddaughter Teja and her friend Badri Lalgudi Visweswaran. So we enjoyed Gujarati wedding and we enjoyed Punjabi. Next we are going to have Madrasi. So that is the variety in my life. So we enjoyed life like that. This is really a very important month because all these things are happening in 1 month. And now coming to the point, Anjana and Atul, I want to talk more about Anjana because I know only Anjana. I have a story about important story. Actually, when Anjana was born, my son called his mother to come to America from India. She never flew, she never took she never traveled in the airplane, but she came all alone in the airplane. That too, the flight stopped for 1 day in Tokyo, and she stayed in a 5-star hotel alone without me. So she reached San Francisco, and then my son asked her, Amma, you never went to even Sultan Bazar alone. You are not courageous even to go to Sultan Bazar. How could you come from Hyderabad to San Francisco? She just smiled. So that smile shows her love for her granddaughter and son. So love is the most important thing. And we also moved from India to America. That is also because of the love we have for our children. So love is very important for us, and I feel the same love will continue from our children, from our grandchildren also. Like that only. Because generally it is said that water flows from higher level to lower level. Water flows from higher level to lower level. But I see beautiful fountains rising up. I see colorful fountains rising up from ground to the top. So also there are water geysers also in Yellowstone Park also. So the water also goes up. So also the love of the children must go up. And I am an optimist. I always think of bright things only. I am sure that will happen. And in this way, I wanted to express my congratulations and blessings to Anjana and Atul for a bright and happy life. Happy life for them, and happiness is something to be spread also. They must be happy, they must spread happiness, They must give happiness to others. So by sharing only, happiness increases. So you have to share happiness, you have to enjoy. That's what I wish. Hope you will do that. Thank you.
Next, we'll have a toast by Atul Suraj uncle.
You know, since we are playing the role of grandparents, so the memory fades away as you get old. So we were asked to give a speech some time back, and we forgot that we are supposed to give a speech. So if the speech is not very smooth, Atul, just forgive us. So we look at both of you. You look so beautiful. And give them a round of applause. So I don't know where to start. Atul, we have known you from the time you were born. And you have always been a very affectionate kid. Sometimes we didn't know how to talk to you, but as you have matured, you are one of the intelligent, very caring, and handsome person. Atul, you know, as I say more and more, and I'm sure Anjana has a lot to do with it, he's become very, very interactive, very friendly. So, and look at how handsome he looks. We saw him in January at the Lodi. And look at him now. Give him a big round of applause what he did. We won't say credit goes to Anjana, but a lot of it goes to you. So about Anjana, we met her, I think, first time at Lodi. Very, very loving person. And she has I think already memorized the names of all the uncles and extended family. And we were talking about last time when we came in January, and I told her, I said, Anjana, do you know, Atul took us for lunch to Google. And she right away said, Uncle, next time you come to Facebook. So I was thinking about the title of our speech. And this is going to be Mr. Google marries Miss Facebook. So I would like to say a few words about Atul's grandparents. And both my mom and dad happen to be Shyam's mom and dad, and also Atul's, from Pinky's mom and dad. Her brother is here, and Bhabhi and the son, Johnny. All four of them were so loving, and they four were our role models. So I want to just let you know that they are showering their blessings, all four of them, from the heaven. So let's be thankful and grateful for how they have raised us, and that same loving and caring I see in both of you. So with that, I would like to thank for the opportunity, and it's so nice to have you all of you here. And how beautiful was the social hour. I've never seen a place like this. So let's give a round of applause to the parents. It's such a great job. And the ceremony and the Sikh wedding and this wedding, everything has been great. This is the first time in my life I put a Sikh turban on, and I think we all did. So one of our friends who is a Sikh, I told him this is the first time I'm wearing, and for the first time, when I go to the washroom, I don't have to check my hair. So again, congratulations to the beautiful couple, and we wish you many, many years together full of love, happiness, joy. And as they used to say, look at each other, that love is there, and spread it out to everybody. Thank you.
Next up, we have the bride's parents, to give a speech. So let's welcome to the stage.
So, Anju and Atul, I was told something before, I guess this morning. Don't give any frivolous speeches. That's what I was told. Okay? The other option is get emotional, which I'm pretty good at. Okay? So now you're getting the emotional version. I read Girija's speech. I was going to pass and ask her to talk, but I read her speech because she's actually careful in writing, where I'm going extempore. Okay? So just 3 incidents. My dad told you about my mom coming. What he missed was one little thing. Anju decided to come into this world a little too early. My mother went to Delhi in a train because she has never flown in a plane before all alone, and my dad didn't want her to transfer in Delhi, so he went in train to Delhi, and she was in my father-in-law's place, but both of them were there, and for a day, and we call and say, Anju is already here. She was born before my mother even took off. And then it turns out she had to do this transfer in Tokyo. So that's one thing, one incident. But the emotional part of it is Anju was born early, so I was given the baby. Her head was here, and the rest of the body was here. That's it. That's how big she was, right? Luckily, Teja came also a little bit early, actually a little bit more early, but my mom arrived a few days before. So this time we planned a little bit better. We're getting better and better at planning. So that's one emotional incident. So I have to put something frivolous in, otherwise I'll go choke up before I finish my speech. So the second incident is she grew up. We were in kindergarten. She was in kindergarten. I felt I was in kindergarten. Girija thinks I'm still in kindergarten. But, sorry about that frivolous part. But anyway, I was driving her to the Crestwood Elementary School in Madison. She says, stop. Crossing guard is there. She'll cross me. I said, no, Mom told me you have to be taken to the door of the kindergarten class. She said, no, you're going to stop right here. I said, why? She said, you embarrass me. Remember that? I have no idea why, but she still remembers that. I think I told her many times that's what I did. So I'm going to do that a little bit more, right? I'm pretty good at it. So I have to put again, as I was saying, so there's a few frivolous things. What's the third thing that I should tell her? Okay, I'll tell you a third thing that I'll tell you. Now she grew up even bigger and became a dancer in the Abhinaya school, okay? One day, there you go. So Abhinaya is about facial expressions, and she learned very, very well from her teacher, Maithili Kumar. And one expression that by the way, Atul, she knows how to do all 9 of them very well. And some of them, you don't want those emotions. Especially the ones that she does for me, okay? With just her eyes, and you know what not to do. Okay? Okay, so the emotional part about it is, Girija wanted her to do a special dance. Usually Vaishnava girls in South India do the dance, and they get married to Krishna. Okay? That was a while ago. So this was planned for a long time, right? But when did she do it? I forgot. 2005? My goodness, this is going on forever and ever, this whole thing. So in some sense, this is about time, okay? It's actually much later than it should have been. Should have gone faster. But anyway, here we are, okay? I have to fill in a few frivolous things as I was telling you. So the last thing, and then I'll give it to her. She can talk. So what's the last thing? What do you want to tell me about? Anything particular that you want to know? I guess I shouldn't embarrass myself anymore, so I'll just pass it on to Girija to finish the thing. So this one will get me into real trouble, so why don't?
First of all, I would like to thank God for this beautiful day. I've been waiting for, I don't know, last 5 years. So it's
Only
an
5, I
incredible.
counted from 2005. Okay, keep going.
It's been an incredible day. I mean, 2 weeks ago, I didn't know how it's going to be, but I must tell that with all family and friends, everybody coming in and, doing everything. Today, I didn't know what was going on. So it all happened, and I hear that it was good. So I would say the credit goes to all of you who made this happen. So talking about Anjana, yeah, when she was a baby, I was really a proud mom, like carrying her in the Santa Cruz bus. And then the bus driver will say, oh, she's so cute, and I would be proud as if I created her, but I didn't. And you raise them and you want to do everything for them, decide for them everything. But soon, when she was like 10 years, she started making decisions for herself. And it was like difficult. This dress? No, you can't buy this. I would say, and then she would want to buy, and then went on. And you'd still think that, oh, I can select a husband for her, which is like really, really bad.
Can't do it twice.
But I'm glad that Anju shows her own husband, and he's an incredible boy. We are so proud of Anju for choosing Atul. He's just grown, fond of him over these years. And his parents and his family, it's been great knowing you, Pinky ji and Shyamji. Ever since we've been meeting and preparing for the wedding, for me, I'm resting. It's Anjana and her would-be in-laws planning all the wedding, and you're seeing the witness. We've been laid back. So and one more thing I have to tell is that all the decorations and everything can be done. You can get it done. But the event is special because of the people who attend, people who have come from far and near. It's without their good feelings, without their love, it's not a great event. And I would say Anjana is very blessed to have all of you here to show your love and affection for her and for our family. That's what makes it incredible. It's like double pleasure, and I'm really, really thankful to all of you for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we have the groom's parents. Please welcome Mr. and Mrs. Shyam and Sulochana Bhatia.
Well, like Suraj, we didn't know even, we had to prepare for this, Louder? Can you hear it? So we were supposed to tell everybody, who is going to speak, and we also forgot, we have to speak. So it's coming on the ad hoc basis now, So I think what makes me very proud of both of them, they know each other for 5-6 years. And I think they are trying to impress both the parents, they are the right for each other. And they have worked very hard to prove us, they are the best for each other, And we are very proud of your perseverance and sticking together and showing that, you love each other. So that gives me very good hope for the future. And they say when you love each other, you overcome all the problems of the life. So when the light brightens up, all the darknesses kind of disappear. Same way, if you have arguments, fights, and all that, if you love each other enough, you will get over that. So that's the motto of the life. That's what I have learned in my life, and that's what I will tell you. So I'm very happy for both of you, and I like to. So this is a very special occasion for us, but I think all the events are good, but it makes it more memorable, when all the loved ones come and give their support and happiness. And this is what we enjoy the most. I think this will be memorable for us or everybody coming here from all over, from India, US, all over USA, India, and Canada and Australia. Did I leave anything? UK. So, yes, Shyamji. Okay, Pinky, I think that's for me, and I'm very happy for the day today. And I think the weather has been great. Events have gone great. So. Yeah, sure.
First of all, I want to thank you, everybody who came and traveled all the way from all over the world, India, Australia, UK, and all over US, Chicago, LA.
Atlanta.
And yeah, Danville, and Fremont. And it makes it very special when you celebrate with your own family. I love you very much. Atul was our first son. He is our first son. When we found out, when Atul was born, Shyam was on cloud 9. Shyam called everybody. Atul is born. And he said, is anybody left that I didn't tell? And we loved Atul so much. Now, Atul has found his love, or love of his life, and we love her very much. We just thought that she's Atul's love, so we love her. But the more I know Anjana, now I know why he loves her very much. So welcome to the family. We are very happy to have you.
Now we welcome the bride and the groom, Anjana and Atul Bhatia.
So Anjana and I can't even begin to describe our appreciation for all the love and support we felt this weekend from all of you. We're truly lucky to have known each one of you here. I'd like to give a few special thank yous. First to Amma and Gobi, who've done a fantastic job emceeing. Particularly that skit. And then to my parents, who have worked tirelessly, not just this weekend, but our entire lives to make sure that Amu and I had every opportunity available to us throughout our lives. One thing I have not enjoyed that much is ever since I introduced Anjana to my dad, he's constantly been asking me, so who made the first move? Until now, I've managed to avoid answering that question in any meaningful way. But I thought, what better place to do it than now? And maybe clear up that skit. Yeah. So I had started working at Box, and Anjana joined a few months later. Yeah. Yeah. All four of you. And so after work, we'd often have get-togethers at my place, just because I live with Yash, who's here, and Rohan, and one time Anjana came over after she had just joined the company, so she came to our place through a mutual friend, and the song "Amplifier" by Imran Khan came on. So of course, I started busting out some moves. I was unfortunately the only one dancing, though, in a room full of like 20 people. But naturally, Anjana was quite intrigued and felt compelled to start dancing with me as well. And 6 years later, here we are. Lastly, I do want to thank Anjana's parents who have so lovingly welcomed me into their family and have done such a great job raising Anjana. In the early stages of our relationship, we went to one of my friend's weddings where Anjana met many of my friends for the first time. And the day after the Sangeet, I remember a friend of mine telling me that I was out on the dance floor. Very politely, she told me that I was out on the dance floor dancing like a buffoon.
Where's Smriti?
Smriti, thank you. And but then Anjana came over and started dancing with me and immediately classed up my entire act. And I've since come to realize that that generally applies to all aspects of my life. As Siraj Uncle pointed out. So if we could all raise a glass, here's to a lifetime of dancing together.
I just can't believe this day is finally here. We've been thinking about this event for such a long time, and I'm so happy to be here in front of all of you. And just having so many people. I printed the place cards. I know who everybody is here. This is amazing. I really feel like the luckiest girl in the world today, not just because I get to marry Atul, but because I get to do it with all of you here to celebrate it with us. I do want to say a few thank yous. First, to all our vendors for making this event possible. Our decorator, Edgar, he did an amazing job. Our DJ, Tanvir, our coordinator, Catherine, Tammy from the Ritz-Carlton, and Kristen at the Marriott. Our cake, it's beautiful, and all our hair, makeup, and mehndi artists. I, Atul, all our families, we really, and Vijay, photographer, you guys are amazing. I just appreciate all of your artistry and hard work. I can't believe you do this so many weekends back to back. And, you know, we've been tired just doing it once. So, thank you. I want to say thank you to all of my family who traveled here from near and far. I'm really fortunate to have my paternal grandparents and my maternal grandfather here today, as well as my parents with their siblings and all their families. And on top of that, a dozen or so of my mom and dad's cousins and their kids. Thank you to some very, very, very special family friends. I'm gonna name them Daksha auntie and Bipin uncle, Shilu auntie and Bhaskar uncle, Maithili auntie and Kumar uncle, Gomati auntie, Ram uncle, Asha auntie and Ramesh uncle. Thank you for everything all of you did. Bringing things from India, helping pack the goodie bags. All of our friends for helping choreograph dances. My mamas for carrying me in a basket. My attas for tying my sari. My cousins for loading boxes, keeping my parents and all of us sane. The fact that all of you are here, I think it is a testament to my parents and the relationships that they've been able to build and maintain. And I really hope that Atul and I can do the same with our family and our friends. To my new family, to all of Atul's aunts and uncles and cousins and family friends, you are such a fun-loving group. I think most of you can tell from all the performances that we've seen over the past weekend, there's a lot of dancing, a lot of laughter in this family. And I remember on the day that I came to your house for the Lori party, I just felt, how could anyone be happier surrounded by these people? And I just think, I'm so thankful to you for welcoming me so warmly for the first time and making me feel special every time since then. I can't wait to get to know all of you better. Amol, I've loved getting to know you over the past several years. You're such a lively and thoughtful person, and I will always remember all the effort you put in to make all of these events so lovely for all of us and so fun and special. Thank you. to my new in-laws, Mom and Dad, it has been amazing to get to know you over the past several years. There's two things that I really admire about you. The first thing is how you treat each other with so much care and respect and attention for what the other person needs. And I hope I can learn that from you, and I hope, Atul, we can emulate that. The second thing is how much you love your children and really, really have raised them to be great people. I think Atul and Amma are such wonderful individuals, and it's really credit to you. So I hope I can do that too if I have kids. Gobi, I don't say it enough, but I love you. As I see my parents with all of their siblings, I've been thinking about the past few days how fortunate I am to have somebody to have shared so many memories with, and I really hope we can support each other in events like this in the future. Thank you. To my parents, I think that everyone here can tell that my parents have raised me like a princess, and I'm sorry for every single time I've fought with you about silly little things like whether to project something or what the flower arrangements should look like. All of that doesn't matter. I'm so happy to have you as my parents, and thank you. I know I have no choice, but I still got really lucky. But I love you too. And it's funny because, you know, Atul and I didn't plan it, but I actually thought I would tell everybody the story of how we met today. And I think it goes back before Amplifier.
His first single.
So we were at lunch, and actually one of my friends, I think she's here, Meghna, where are you? So Meghna had told me, there's this guy at Box, his name is Atul, you should totally meet him, you should hang out with him. And I was like, okay, let's see. And one day we were sitting at a lunch table, and there was this complete stranger, and he overheard me talking and saying that I went to UC Berkeley. And I'm the kind of person that, you know, if I hear somebody talking, maybe I won't jump into the conversation right away, and we'll just kind of, you know, wait. And Atul from across the table, he says to me, "You went to UC Berkeley?" And I thought, wow, he really actually wants to know me and get to know me. And that's amazing. And that's one quality that I really like about Atul, is that no matter who you are or how you're like interacting with him, where you met him, you could be on the subway, you could be at Subway, it doesn't matter. Atul is at Subway a lot, or used to be, before he cut out carbs. Atul will strike up a conversation no matter where he goes, and that's something that I think I can really learn from you. And I love that about you. And the second thing is, on the Amplifier story.
Okay. Let's hear your version.
So, not so much a version, but I think what Atul said is true. Atul is the kind of person that if music is playing and nobody else is dancing, he will be the first person to dance. He will be the person who doesn't care at all what anybody else thinks and does what he wants to do. And I think that's great in a person too. And so maybe that's why I was inspired to dance with you. So I will echo your sentiment, and I hope that we spend many years dancing together. Thank you, Atul. And I hope we will see all of you very shortly on the dance floor.
So tight, so fly. You got me lifted, you got me lifted. Sugar, how you get so fly? Sugar, 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 sugar, how you get so fly?
You know it's together when we ride, wood grain and raw high. Doing what we do, watching screens, getting high. Girl, you keep it so fly with your sweet honey buns. You was there when the money gone, you be there when the money comes. Off top, I can't lie, I love to get blow. You're my little sugar, I'm your little chulo. And every time we kick it, it's all to the groovy. Treat you like my sticky icky or my sweet ooey gooey.
Got me lifted, shifted higher than the ceiling. And ooh, it's the ultimate feeling. You got me lifted, feeling so gifted. Sugar, how you get so fly? Sugar, 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 sugar, how you get so...
Well, let's welcome to the stage the Berkeley 08 Dance. Let's have Smriti and Neil come up to the mic and give a little introduction as well.
All right, what's up, everyone? I'm Neil,
And I'm Smriti.
and we're two of Atul's friends from Berkeley. Go Bears! Go Bears! All right, so we wanted to give you a little insight into how this beast, not a buffoon, met this beauty. So you all know the Disney classic, Beauty and the Beast. A beautiful, intelligent, young South Indian girl with interests in programming and Bharatanatyam falls in love with a scary Punjabi beast. In the story, we all know Beauty and the Beast fall in love. And from this true love, the beast turns into a handsome Punjabi munda.
And I think we can all agree Anjana has turned the beast into a handsome Prince Charming tonight.
But Atul wasn't always so pretty as the dashing munda you see in front of us today. Those of you who didn't know him in college, Atul's beastly traits included 1. Uneven raging sideburns, dirty socks, infamous marathon study sessions for an EECS final when we were all really questioned if he was really taking showers at the time. And of course, the post-EECS final hibernation period when Atul was nowhere to be found but sleeping in his bed.
But even in college, there were signs Atul was on a path to find his beauty. There was the classic solid red button-down shirt he rocked, even if he wore it to 9 out of 10 parties. Those spring break trips when the rest of us devoured nachos, but Atul religiously opted for a healthy Subway footlong or 3. And of course, the time he, inspired by me, asked for an extension on his history essay because of a busy Hindi film dance competition season. He was not on the team. But he clearly already saw himself as an emerging Bollywood prince.
So now that you have a taste of how our Atul became a handsome Punjabi munda, we wanted to share with you once again in dance form how the beast met this beauty.
Once upon a time, in 2012, in the magical kingdom of Box.
कानों में एक दिल की बात सुनावानी तैनू हसदा वेख के जगनू मैं भुल जावानी दस दे कितना गल तैनू समझावानी वो अब तू छड़ दे ओनू जो है तेरे नाम नखरे क्यों कर दिया मैनू जचदा नहीं कितना सवाल कर दिया ना मैं सुनता नहीं होर दस कितनी तारीफां चाहिदियां तैनू 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 बेबी मेरा माइंड तू करे ब्लो बाकी करे शाइन तू करे ग्लो जीन्स डाली
Oh my gosh. Hi, I'm Atul. You can aim me at Wrench 604. You know, because I'm a tool. Who are you?
I'm Anjana. I just started, but trust me, you should know who I am. Oh, I'm late. Gotta go. Bye.
पे है तो क्यों खाती भाव ठुमके लगाएगी घूंघट के पट जो उठाएगी पनघट पे ठुमके लगाएगी गजरे की धार से बाहों के हार से कान्हा को अपने सजाएगी म्यूजिक बजेगा लाउड तो राधा नाचेगी म्यूजिक बजेगा लाउड तो राधा नाचेगी म्यूजिक बजेगा लाउड तो राधा नाचेगी
So, you can dance, huh? I can do Bharatanatyam too, you know.
Oh, wow. Maybe you should just stick to, let me guess, Bhangra?
You haven't seen Bhangra till you've seen my Bhangra. I mix it with a little two-step.
Come on.
ਕੁੜੀਏ ਤੇਰਾ ਨਖਰਾ ਅੱਜ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਜੇ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਬਚਣਾ ਖੈਰ ਕਰੇ ਦਿਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਬੁੱਲੀਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੇਰਾ ਹੱਸਣਾ ਬੋਲੇ ਤੂੰ ਨੱਚ ਮੇਰੇ ਨੀ ਨਾਲ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ ਤੂੰ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੀ ਕਮਾਲ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ ਹੱਥ ਫੜ ਕੇ ਨੀ ਰੁਮਾਲ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ ਅੱਜ ਚੱਲ ਤੂੰ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ
So...
Okay, so you can shake a leg.
How about lunch?
I guess that couldn't hurt.
Great. You know, I know this amazing sandwich place around the corner. You have to try it. It's called Subway.
जहाँ पे गेहूं रुका वहीं पे मैं हूँ है माड़ा मोटा हंसता सीधा साधा रस्ता नी आजा ओए होए सर आंखों पे है नखरे संभाले तेरे अब कर देना खुद को हवाले तेरे है नी बटरफ्लाई बन के तू ले अंगड़ाई तन के नी आजा कुड़ी आजा के तुम्हें नी बटरफ्लाई बन के तू ले अंगड़ाई तन के नी आजा कुड़ी आजा के तुम्हें आग मचाएंगे हम एक पेड़ लगाएंगे हम नी आजा कुड़ी आजा खेतों में नी बटरफ्लाई बन के तू ले अंगड़ाई तन के नी आजा कुड़ी नी आजा रे
I know you all are getting ready for food, but first get ready for 2 more performances. Next up is the Bhatia family dance.
मैं डालू ताल पे भंगड़ा तू भी गिद्दा पाले चल ऐसा रंग जमा दे हमके बने सभी मत वाले मन कहे कि मैं ले आऊं चांद और तारे सारे इन हाथों पर मैं चांद रखूं इस मांग में भर दूं तारे
हेलो हेलो तू फ्लोर पे जब है आई येलो येलो बड़ी सॉलिड मस्ती छाई
हेलो हेलो तू मच है घूमने लगाई येलो येलो कंट्रोल करो मेरे भाई
ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਦਿਲ ਪਰ ਕੁੜੀਏ ਤੀਰ ਜਾ ਇੱਕ ਜਲ ਜਾਵੇ कर दे बिन पिए शराबी चेहरा तेरा गुलाबी कोई क्यों ना यमला बन जावे जो इतनी हो बेताबी
हेलो हेलो दिल दिल से कनेक्ट करना येलो येलो ये बातें डायरेक्ट करना झनक तेरा पन दूंगा नक नक तना झनक तेरा पन दूंगा नक मैं कबूतर फंसे आके होर को फंसे बिना हाय फंसे बिना हाय फंसे बिना तना झनक तेरा पन दूंगा नक मैं तो तना झनक तेरा पन दूंगा नक मैं तो तना झनक तेरा पन दूंगा नक मैं तो तना झनक तेरा पन दूंगा नक मैं कबूतर फंसे आके होर कोई फंसे बिना 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 ये बात न मैंने मानी क्यों इतनी खुश है दीवानी तू मुझको ऐसी कहानी समझा दे ये बात है सबने चाही मिले जन्मों का हमरा ही यह हुआ है कुछ ऐसा ही समझे ना अब मैं जाना कह रही हो क्या फसाना हो प्यार करने से भी मुश्किल है निभाना हो
हेलो हेलो डोंट माइंड मेरा ये कहना ये लो जरा मेरे टच में रहना
All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to invite the bride and groom to the dance floor for their first dance.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. The river running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on a tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, It's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good.
ਅੱਖ ਸੁਰ ਮੇ ਨਾ ਲੱਦੀ ਹੋਈ ਨਾਰ ਦੀ ਖਿੱਚ ਖਿੱਚ ਕੇ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੇ ਸਿੱਧੇ ਮਾਰਦੀ ਅੱਖ ਸੁਰ ਮੇ ਨਾ ਲੱਦੀ ਹੋਈ ਨਾਰ ਦੀ ਖਿੱਚ ਖਿੱਚ ਕੇ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੇ ਸਿੱਧੇ ਮਾਰਦੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਥੋੜੀ ਬਹੁਤੀ ਦਾਰੂ ਅੱਜ ਲੱਗੀ ਸੋਹਣਿਆ ਥੋੜੀ ਬਹੁਤੀ ਦਾਰੂ ਅੱਜ ਲੱਗੀ ਸੋਹਣਿਆ ਤਾਈਓ ਗੋਰਾ ਮੁਖ ਹੋਇਆ ਅੰਗੇ ਯਾਰ ਵਰਗਾ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੂਲੀ ਉੱਤੇ ਟੰਗੀ ਰੱਖਦਾ ਓਏ ਮੇਰਾ ਨਖਰਾ ਤੇ ਤਿੱਖੀ ਤਲਵਾਰ ਵਰਗਾ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੂਲੀ ਉੱਤੇ ਟੰਗੀ ਰੱਖਦਾ ਓਏ ਮੇਰਾ ਨਖਰਾ ਜੋ ਤਿੱਖੀ ਤਲਵਾਰ ਵਰਗਾ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੂਲੀ ਉੱਤੇ ਟੰਗੀ ਰੱਖਦਾ ਵੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਨਖਰਾ ਜੋ ਤਿੱਖੀ ਤਲਵਾਰ ਵਰਗਾ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੂਲੀ ਉੱਤੇ ਟੰਗੀ ਰੱਖਦਾ ਵੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਨਖਰਾ ਜੋ ਤਿੱਖੀ ਤਲਵਾਰ ਵਰਗਾ
ਮੁੱਛਾਂ ਕੁੰਡੀਆਂ ਕਰਾਈਆਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਹਾਈ ਕੋਰਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਨੇ ਪਰਚੇ ਮੁੱਛਾਂ ਕੁੰਡੀਆਂ ਕਰਾਈਆਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਹਾਈ ਕੋਰਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਨੇ ਪਰਚੇ ਖਾ ਕੇ ਮੱਖਣ ਮਲਾਈਆਂ ਹੋਇਆ ਵੱਡਾ ਬੱਲੀਏ ਖਾ ਕੇ ਮੱਖਣ ਮਲਾਈਆਂ ਹੋਇਆ ਵੱਡਾ ਬੱਲੀਏ ਤਾਈਓ ਰੋਬ ਰੱਖਾ ਫਿਲਮੀ ਸਟਾਰ ਵਰਗਾ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਸੀਨੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਠਾ ਵੱਜਦਾ ਵੇ ਮੁੰਡਾ